This analysis of the first half of a friendly international shows the frequency of regained possessions in different areas of the field and the number of times each team has played the ball in those areas. If we look at the regains in the back third, own half, their half and regained in final third, we can see that both teams had similar figures, with both having regained 19 times in the back third. If we come across to play in the back third, then we can see that both teams have had, out of those regains in the back third, they would have had probably a large number of those, but not necessarily all of them coming as a result of winning the ball in the back third, because sometimes teams regain the ball in their half and still have play in the back third. So this coding would have included whenever a team actually had play in the back third. But you can see there's similar numbers, and similarly in play in their own half. And what I want to look at here is play in the final third. Now when we actually calculate how many times do you have possession and play in the back third and play in the final third, it's greatly reduced. So we can look at the success rates by saying, if we look at play in the back third and play in the final third, we can see that Spain actually reached the final third 5 times and Italy 7. And if we look at attempts at goal, how many of those also, and attempts at goal, we can see that Spain didn't have any strikes at goal from playing the ball from back to front, whereas Italy had 3. Here are the clips for Spain to see their attempts to play from back to front, and also followed by Italy's. This clip is a good illustration of how a team can win the ball in the opponent's half of the field, and because they can't make forward progress, they either get forced back or choose to come back. And so now when you're coding, you would look and say, well, we've now had play in the back third, and so that's why this clip would be included in any series that include any play from the back third and to the final third. There's a different example where the ball has been regained in the back third, and you can see here the attempts to play out, players breaking forward quickly and everybody else trying to get forward to support the attack. Here's the third clip, and you can see again, which is quite common, keeper wins the ball, gets the ball out quickly before the opposing players have got time to regroup, and it makes life a lot easier to actually get into the opponent's half of the field with players, because the team is vulnerable and it takes a little while for everybody else to get back into a good defensive setup, which you can see now. Italy have got nearly everybody back in, and so they're able to organise their defence. One of the benefits of getting players in the opponent's half of the field is that when you have the opportunity to put them under pressure, then quite often teams will clear the ball, as they have done in this case. So possession is regained in your own half or in your back third, and before teams can get out, you have a chance to actually get forward and make progress to the final third. Another example of the goalkeeper intercepting a ball that's been played in behind. Teams get themselves organised, they spread, and so we've got a slower build-up. The defending team's well organised here, they've got everybody back behind the ball, and so the success rate of getting from the back to the front is quite high. And one of the other reasons for trying to play the ball out from the back is that the more often you can get players into the final third, and this is a good example, you'll see here where actually possession is lost, but because of the lack of opportunity to play out, a ball is played forward and everybody that's in that half can be put under pressure, and so the attacking team win the ball back. And you can see now how many players. There's one. If we get a wide angle shot, we can see just how many players there are in the final third. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've got nearly 8 players in the final third. Now that ball has now come all the way from final third back because teams value possession. It also means now that the opposing team's been spread out just a little bit more, although they will push up, and this is where patience plays an important part. Team looking for opportunities to try and get a shot at goal or get somebody played in, and eventually Iniesta gets in and tries to create something, but the ball's cleared. If we look at Italy's play in the back third, and their success rates of getting into the final third was just slightly better than Spain in the first half. You'll notice here there are examples of, like this one, where the ball was regained from a throw-in inside your own half, but the ball was then played back to the keeper. Teams get themselves organised, and progress has been made all the way to the final third. There's another example where concentration of players in the back third, ball's regained, but it doesn't go forward immediately. Passing opportunities, there's a lot of players in close proximity, so it's a bit easier to keep possession. But Italy do have a tendency to try and work the ball forwards in this fashion, and also there's a couple of examples coming where they've played the ball quickly in behind and tried to penetrate the Spain defence with a lower number of passes. Here the passing has been quite high in terms of the number. From a long ball upfield from the goalkeeper, Italy regained the ball in their own half, played backwards into the back third, and within 3 passes it's in the final third, in behind, and Italy score. There's another example, a long ball from the goalkeeper, possession's regained, this time in the back third. Spain try and press, but a long ball's played forward, and the benefit of having 1 or 2 players forward is that you're going to win a percentage, and Italy nearly get in there. Regained in own half, again ball played, goes backwards so that players can get reorganised. See Pirlo coming deep there right into the back third, playing to the centre back, and they can't get out straight away, so Italy are patient here. Different to the example before where within 4 passes they'd gone from back to front and scored a goal. This time they've made quite a lot of passes, but they've still got possession. Notice also you don't see anybody sprinting around. They're all in close proximity, so they move the ball quickly. The aim now of getting forward, and opportunity to play the ball in behind, good forward run, and great save to prevent another goal. See similar pattern again here. Regain the ball, get back to the keeper, get the shape, try and play the ball out. That was a bit of a dangerous one because he had his back to play, but again no panic, nobody sprinting towards the ball, and gain the opportunity to try and play the ball in behind, followed by another good save to prevent another goal. It's quite effective, more effective in terms of trying to make progress. Another long ball, this time again the possession's won in the final third, and no doubt there'll be lots of players arriving to provide support, and there we go, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players already in the final third, ball in behind, and trying to look for somebody who's got a chance. So these few clips were to illustrate the frequency of playing the back third, and also the success rates of getting from the back to the front, and how many then lead to strikes at goal.